How to boost your credit score 100 plus points in 30 days without credit repair. Day 24. Correcting merged data. A client of mine was a bail bondsman. While I was assisting him with his initial credit audit, he asked me what my cell phone number was. I gave it to him. His next question was, "How long have you had this number?" I told him about 15 years. He explained that criminals use a prepaid track phone and always have new number. Apparently, me having the same phone number for 15 years was very reassuring that I wouldn't steal his money and disappear. This also applies to your credit report. Look at the number of aliases, prior addresses, and employers on your credit report. Do you look like a solid credit risk? Or do you look like someone who lies about their name, moves around a lot, can't hold a job? What's worse is this data might result in the merge of data from another credit file. The Bureau refers to aliases, addresses, social security numbers, variations, etc. as additional sources of information. There are several reasons they occur. Typos. Someone with similar name info was merged to your spouse's info being mixed with yours. People with common names living at the same residence. Removing that additional data is usually easy. All you need to do is just send this letter. Dear Credit Bureau, an additional source of information is being reported to my credit report. I request this source be removed. Specifically, anything tied to the alias, and then you list it. You list the previous address, or if it's a social security number variation, go ahead and list that. These are not mine. Thank you. Sincerely, your name. I actually have to send myself one of those letters because I have a couple names that were on my credit report that weren't mine, and also a couple phone numbers as well. So I'm going to be sending one of these myself. But anyway, any data that was merged as a result of this additional sources of data should drop off as well. Day 25. Subprime financing. Yet another strategy for instantly establishing revolving credit, lowering your debt utilization, and improving your credit mix is through the use of subprime credit. Subprime is a double-edged sword. The pros: you can get credit lines instantly of up to $5,000, no credit check, 99.9% approval rate, usually results in a large credit score improvement. The cons: a subprime financing company appears on your credit. In many cases, they only report 2 out of 3 bureaus. They tend to carry hefty application and processing fees. You can only use them for the specific store associated with the account. Many mortgage lenders will acquire a minimum of 3 active trade lines with a $1,500 limit to qualify for home financing. Day 26. Opt-in, opt-out to credit marketing. The credit bureaus regularly rent information to lenders for marketing purposes. You can capitalize on this opportunity and get pre-screened offers mailed to you. Here's how it works. Let's say Chase wants to sell more Prime credit card accounts to balance out their portfolio. They may reach out to Experian to rent a list of homeowners aged 34 to 54 with 3 or more credit cards living in California that have 700 to 740 scores. Experian then rents them a list of names, addresses, phone numbers, etc. Chase can now mail pre-qualified or pre-approved offers to that list based on the information they've rented. Remember, you want 2 revolving credit cards and no more. People who have too many credit cards can opt out of such offers to reduce their temptation of opening more accounts. That's what I got to do. People looking to build credit can opt in since they're more likely to get approved. Whether you're opting in or out, the website is the same. optoutprescreen.com. Opting out lasts for 5 years unless you physically opt out or opt back in. Day 27. Use your debit card. Over the next few lessons, we're going to discuss various strategies for reducing your debt utilization while trying to build your scores. The first is to use your debit card. As you have learned by now, the higher your revolving balance, the lower your scores. While you may be trying some of these strategies in this course to lower your debt utilization, all your hard work is meaningless if you run up your balances again. One way to keep your balances down is to start using your debit card instead of your credit card for daily transactions. While your debit card doesn't offer you the same protection or rewards, it is a temporary solution that will help you maintain a low balance just until you reach your credit goals. Day 28. Use a charge card. A charge card is very different from a credit card. A charge card, you must pay your entire balance in full at the end of each month. That also means you don't pay interest either. There are many benefits to using a charge card. First, historically speaking, charge cards don't show on your personal credit report. No balance to report means it won't hurt your debt utilization. Another benefit to using a charge card is protection for your purchases. If you place an order with a charge card and it arrives damaged or significantly different than advertised, just call your lender and have the charges reversed. Besides, protecting your purchases are also personally protected. Besides protecting your purchases, you are also personally protected. The author once purchased some software by phone. A week later, he got a call from American Express asking him if he had purchased a Range Rover and a BMW in Maryland, which he hadn't. Apparently, the cleaning lady had helped herself to his credit card information. She and her friends thought they'd go on a shopping spree. I had an American Express black card at the time and placed everything from my mortgage payments to my phone bill on that card. Amex jumped on the situation, reversed the charges, and sent me a new card. It was painless. American Express is my favorite charge card because it comes with a lot of great features. For example, your American Express gets you access to the captain's room, which is great if you have layover at an airport. Some of their cards come with a concierge service. Just tell your concierge what you need and they'll find it for you at no additional cost to you. Some cards offer travel miles, rebates, or points programs where you can claim free gifts. There's nothing better than planning a trip and finding out the airfare is free. My point is, a charge card is far better than paying with your debit card. Get one as soon as you can qualify. Day 29. Use a business credit card. Another way to prevent your FICO score from taking a nosedive is to use a business card instead of your personal credit cards. Business credit cards balances don't show on your personal credit unless you 1. Personally guarantee them, and 2. Miss payments. Therefore, any purchases made with a business card will not adversely affect your credit scores. Even if you max out your business credit card month after month, it will not hurt your personal credit score. Unfortunately, the balances you carry with your personal credit card affects your scores more than almost anything else. Read the last sentence again. Unfortunately, the balances you carry with your personal credit cards affects your scores more than almost anything. While you should carry at least 2 personal credit cards for credit building purposes, they don't necessarily need to be your primary cards. Not sure how to go about getting approved for business credit cards? Check out my business credit blueprint program at http://loansforsuccess.com. You'll learn everything from how and why to establish a corporate to where you can get approved. You'll learn everything from how and why to establish a corporation to where to get approved for business credit cards without a personal guarantee. I don't know what that means. May have to look that up. Day 30. What to do if your scores go down. Your credit score is nothing more than a statistic representation of your credit report. And your credit report is a snapshot of your credit history at the moment in time. If your scores drop, then it's because something has changed on your credit report. It's a dynamic process that happens instantaneously. One of the most frustrating things about understanding your credit score is trying to figure out what happened when something good happened on your credit report, like a negative deleted or you added a new account but your score dropped. When this happens, the answer is likely that you changed scorecards. If you really want to find out what happened, then here's what you need to do. 1. Print out your current credit report. 2. Compare it to a previous credit report. 3. Highlight any changes made on the new report line by line, bureau by bureau. Go back and review the highlighted areas and try to figure out how each change may have affected your score. Once you have some educated guesses, the solution will present itself. Here are 9 of the most common changes that could cause your score to drop. Late payment, collection, increased balance on revolving debt, new credit inquiries, a new account, a credit limit was lowered, a credit limit is not reporting, an account was closed, something previously in dispute is no longer in dispute status. His best advice would to sign up with www.identityiqreport.com. So if you get emailed notifications of any negative changes on your credit report, you will also see the effect of those changes so you can begin to understand which events have the biggest impact. It's a change that never gets old, and I've been told, and he's been doing this since 2006. How to boost your credit score 100 plus points in 30 days without credit repair. That's it. Hope you guys got something out of it, and I'm going to start reading another book. This one is about trade lines. Is the next book that's coming up. When I read about trade lines, it doesn't seem legal, but apparently it is, and I'm going to read more about it, and I'll read it to you guys, so stay tuned.